Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty, back here with another video. In this video today, we're going to be doing the center IRL tier list. Me and Nate will be doing this, Nate and I, together, coming up with kind of where we would rank each of these players and kind of talking about each of these players and how good they currently are. I know I enjoy doing these videos, and I know Nate does as well. But if you are new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button. Also, drop a like on the video. Nate, say what's up.
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing today?
No, I personally, this is one of my favorite videos to record, so I hope you guys do like it. But starting off the list, isn't this look at God, man? Starting off the list with an S tier center. Can I just say that? Can I get by with saying that?
Yeah, definitely, and not only an S tier center, but I might add the best offensive center we've ever seen, and in my opinion, the best center in the NBA, who has just been stuck. I mean, let's think about this, right, Ty? Let's think about this.
I'm thinking
when we ranked all the other Timberwolves players, right? Where do we have, guys? We had Jeff Teague and F. Obviously, that's who Cat played with for the majority of the year. Cat's been hurt this year, also for like half the season. So we had Jeff Teague and F. We had Wiggins in C. We had Okogie in D. We had Covington in B.
Wancho, yeah,
and then we had Cat in S. I mean, he has nothing.
Yeah,
he has nothing to work with. Is my point.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, and we look at like the Pelicans. Think about how many A tier players they have, and you know the Wolves are
Think about what Embiid has and Jokic had, the other two guys that are often referred to as in Towns' league.
Yeah, they got
but
they got competitive teams, but it is what it is. Hopefully the Wolves can compete eventually so Cat can get the respect he ultimately deserves. But guys, in my opinion, this guy is offensively just absolutely incredible, man. Like, in my opinion, he's the best center in the NBA, but look, that's my opinion. So,
hey, it's mine as well. But I think we are both a little bit biased in that, but I still think
absolutely we are, because we watch the Timberwolves like most people don't. I mean, it is what it is. Rashawn Holmes,
Rashawn's been good this year.
He was okay. Yeah, I mean,
Rashawn has been good.
He's been okay. I don't know how okay he's been.
But here's the thing, bro, is he got hurt. He was playing really good. But at the same time, like, it's just he's been one of the most surprising players in the NBA for a lot of people this season. Guy that's just a nice, I don't know, he's just like your typical NBA center, I guess
you got him at C?
I think he's between C and B, honestly.
I don't think I could put him in B, and here's the reason. Look, he was good for a stretch, but at the end of the day, he plays for the Kings, man. And the thing is, if we move him to B, it's like the Kings aren't bad because they got Fox, Bogdan. They're not bad, but it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. What's he averaging? Do you have it up? And I know it's kind of
he's
weird,
giving you 12.3, 8.1 with effective field goal percentage of 64.8%. Grant, he doesn't shoot any threes, but he's a good free throw shooter.
How many minutes does he play?
28.
Yes, you want him at B? I would prefer C.
I mean, we can put him in C. We can always adjust too.
But yeah, C's a good start. Miles Turner's our next guy. He's interesting to me.
Miles is a kind of, Pacers fans have a love-hate relationship with the guy.
I mean, but
he's a good shot blocker, not necessarily a good defender, but he's a good shot blocker. He's a decent shooter. I don't know, man.
I don't mind Smiles. I feel like he fits the modern day NBA kind of what you're looking for. A shot blocker, a guy that can stretch the floor. Now, with that being said, Pacers fans obviously have that love-hate relationship with him. I think he's a step ahead of Rashawn Holmes.
See, but that's where I kind of disagree. I don't know if he is a step above Rashawn Holmes.
What's he shooting from 3?
34%. And the reason I say that is because Holmes, I feel like defensively they're probably about even. Neither of them are great rim protectors. Neither of them are. I mean, obviously Turner's a really, really good rim protector. He's not a great defender, but I think they're equal defensively. Turner's going to give you a little bit more in terms of being able to shoot and step outside, but Holmes is going to give you more rebounding. He's going to give you more athleticism. So it's just like I can't put, if we put Turner up, I feel like we got to put Richaun Holmes up.
I'm fine with moving Turner down, is what I would say. Unless you want to move them both up, I just looking at the center list.
No, they're fine. They're fine. I'm fine with that. To be honest,
this next guy's interesting to me.
Bro, one of the biggest surprises in the NBA.
He's interesting to me. Once
to end the season, one of the biggest surprises in the NBA.
Once they traded Drummond,
he has been absolutely elite since they traded him.
Elite, but where does that put Christian Wood? You know, you say he's elite, but
right. I think for now, still he's a B tier player.
That's what I was thinking. Yep.
But we're taking precaution because it is a small sample size of what we have. But he was the Pistons' best player to end the season.
Yeah, he was, without a doubt. I mean, he was good. He was good.
He was very, very good, and he's exactly what you want out of a 4 or 5 right now with what we got going in the NBA and the trends. Obviously, he could step it up a little bit defensively.
Definitely,
and that's kind of the next step he needs to take. But he can be. We could potentially be seeing a guy who can average in the mid-20s moving forward on a bad team.
Yeah.
As long as he stays on a bad team.
Marquise Chris,
Chris is a guy who kind of. This Golden State was. I don't know if you want to say his last stop before people started giving up on him, but
bro,
he's shown he can be serviceable.
He's bad.
He's not bad.
He's athletic. What else does he give you, Nate? I mean,
he's athletic. He's kind of like a mini. He's like a step below Richaun Holmes. He's a better defender than Richaun Holmes.
He's a big step below Richaun Holmes, in my opinion, though. I mean, it's hard to compare the two. I mean, look, I don't know.
Here's the thing about Chris, though. It's just he's been inconsistent throughout his career, and he was inconsistent for Golden State. But he had some nights where he really, really shined for him.
Some nights he's just been so inconsistent. I don't know.
But it's just you look at the list and you look who's going to be worse than him, and it's tough to make a case anyone will be.
I can't.
But that I'll put him in F, but I don't like to put him in F because I think he still can be a decent player. But I don't think he's a starter.
I think he's F tier, but that's my opinion. You know, that's.
I think Chris can be a solid backup in this league, though.
I
think he's Golden State's best center right now. All right, Zubac.
He's not bad.
Zubac's not bad. It's just he's not. He's just I don't know, man.
Bro, it's like.
It's just tough.
It's so tough. It's like because he can't shoot, but he's not bad when he's on the floor. He puts up decent numbers.
No, he's very good on the floor. Like if you look at his per 36 minute numbers, he's giving you 16.2 and 14.8. Like that's incredible.
But it's just like he doesn't play enough. Not that he doesn't.
He doesn't. He's not a. I don't know, man.
Or do you put?
I feel like
I don't know.
I don't know though, because I feel like he's on a similar level as Richaun Holmes at the same time.
I was saying that I had him in C, but it's like I don't know. I don't know what to do with him. I think leaving him at C is fine, but it's just tough.
I think we can leave him at C, but it's just weird because he doesn't play very much.
I mean, and it's just tough because the Clippers have some depth on the inside. And I mean, they got J. Michael Green. Then they got, obviously Harold coming off the bench. That's taking up the majority of the minutes.
No, they got Noah.
Okay, Joakim Noah. He's bad, but... Yeah, so, I mean, it'll be interesting. I don't know if Harold's coming back for the playoffs, but Zubac's been playing well in the bubble, so...
That's the thing, though, is he's been playing really, really good without Harold. Like, because his minutes have been up.
Exactly.
So it's just...
With minutes, he's going to produce. I mean, it's...
Yeah, and he's proven that. Even in the short stints, he gives the Clippers exactly what they need, I guess, is what you could say. Now you got another guy who's kind of...
Look,
has had to split minutes.
I don't know. I think Jarrett Allen.
DeAndre Jordan.
I think this guy Jarrett Allen just gives you a little bit more, don't you?
I think he does too. I think he gives a little bit more than the other guys.
I just defensively, especially, he's tough. I mean, he
is good shot blocker. But man, I don't know though because it's just like
I will say this. I think Jarrett Allen's closer to the C tier players than
That's what I'm saying.
Than the
it's
way
just
he
so
was.
hard.
I don't know. Than the way.
But I agree. I think he's C. I still think he's C. But it's tough because all these guys are just.
I had him
I feel
in
like they're
B,
on
but
an
it's
equal
like
level, kind of.
it's tough to compare him to Christian Wood, man.
Christian Wood, unless we move Christian Wood up, but I don't want to do that. I don't know.
We'll
I
see.
don't want to do that. I don't think.
We'll see. I mean, it gets interesting here. Bam Adebayo.
This is an easy one for me. This is easy.
You think easy? This is tough for me.
You don't think Bam's easy?
No.
Bro, how do you not think Bam's easy?
I'm gonna put him in A, and I'm gonna explain why. Where do you have him?
Where else were you considering?
S. He's good.
Okay, yeah, but he's not S
Okay,
yet.
let me ask you this: is he a top 5 center in our league? I think
Yes.
so, absolutely. And so that's the thing, and he's been playing well. I don't think he's far off S. I don't think he's far off of the top 3.
I thought you were gonna consider putting him in B, and I was about to be like,
Bam is good.
whoa.
Bam is good.
He is, and he's a great playmaker, bro. He's so good at playmaking.
He's a great passer. I mean, I like.
He's like Jokic.
Man. I like. He's
like Jokic.
He's
Says he's better defensively. He's not quite as good offensively to where Jokic is at yet, but it's just he's not the post player Jokic is. But man, he is good.
He is good.
And his skill set is only gonna make him better. Like he's not even close to his ceiling.
All right, hopping into the next guy here, we do got Thomas Bryant. And when you want to talk about an inconsistent guy, I mean, good Lord, man. Good Lord.
It's just center is the toughest position to rank because you got all these guys who kind of do the similar things. Most of these guys are just, I don't know, man. They're just centers. Like I don't know. They're just like a center.
But the thing is,
they're gonna give you your points and your rebounds, but how good really are they?
Do you think Thomas Bryant is C level?
I don't think, know. Man, it's tough because it's tough, and the reason it's kind of tough is because he can actually shoot. So it's just
he can, but it's like he's been a better defender recently too. Recently, I don't know.
I'm gonna put him in D though. I think he's a step below all the guys in C still.
I was going back and forth. It's tough. I think Rashawn. I don't know. Look, I don't know. This is tough. This is tough. I'm gonna let you lead the next guy too because I have no idea where to put this guy.
Tice.
I have no idea.
So you got a guy here who just he knows his role and he does it at a high level. And because of that, because he knows what he's doing, he's a good defender. He can defend the perimeter, which is a premium in the NBA if you can have a center that can defend the perimeter. But it's just tough because he's another one of those guys who's in a mixed bag of a rotation.
Mixed bag, man. Where do you have him?
Where you don't know how many minutes he's gonna play, but he has been playing pretty good in the bubble.
I have no idea where to put him. No idea.
But I just don't know if he's as good as the guys in C at the same time. But
he's
he's a better defender than everyone in C. So it's just from an overall defending standpoint.
I don't know. Jarrett Allen's pretty good, but it's like
but Jarrett Allen can't defend the perimeter like Daniel Tice.
This is true, but it's like here's the thing:
no one on this list can.
If the Celtics had Miles Turner, I think they're a better team. If they have Jarrett Allen, I think they're a better team, and I think it was Zubac and Rashawn Holmes as well. So I don't think I can put him in C tier. And maybe I'm underrating Daniel Tice, but
I think you are. But at the same time, I kind of agree with you. But I don't know if I do. Like it's just I'm gonna leave him in D. I'm gonna leave him in D. I think D's right.
Can he shoot a little bit?
I think D's right. Yeah, he can shoot a little bit.
I thought he had a decent stroke.
He's not a great shooter. He's shooting 33% from 3, so it's serviceable, but it's not like good.
Gotcha. I think D is right for now. Next guy here is Max.
He might be C, but
next guy here is Maxey. I mean,
he's not even starting right now, but
I mean, look, if it's a no-brainer, I think he's D for me. I mean,
I think D's right because he's a really good shooter.
Good shooter. Very good shooter. I think he's an obvious D. What is Wendell Carter?
I haven't really watched. I haven't seen much Maxi Kleber to be quite honest this year.
I've seen quite a bit. He's solid. I've not seen Wendell Carter play very much.
Wendell Carter, he's just like he's taken a little bit of a step, but it's just, man, I don't know, man. I think he's probably D right now.
I have no idea. I haven't watched him play more than 1 or 2
defensively
games this year, man.
defensively he's solid, but it's just I don't know though because I don't know if he might, bro. I don't know if he's better than Marquise Chris.
That's what I was wondering. I had him borderline F.
No, I think he's D.
This next guy is interesting to me, and he's interesting to me. I think I know where I want to put him, but he's interesting to me.
Why do you say that?
Because he puts up some huge numbers. I love him as a player, but it's like I don't know. He's intriguing to me. You know.
He's really really good, but what do you mean? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious.
I mean, I have him in B.
Nah, I think he's A.
You think he's Bam's level?
No, he's not Bam's level.
Who do you think he's
closer to? Bam's better. He's definitely closer to Bam than Christian Wood, I think. That's no knock on Christian Wood because we just haven't seen enough from Christian Wood.
I'm gonna say is this: the Suns have no reason to be as bad as they were this year.
What do you? Yeah, but now that you're seeing them all finally come together, that you got to take that into consideration that they're playing like the best team in the NBA. So I mean, if we're taking into how good they are right now.
I understand this, but with Rubio, Oubre, all these guys healthy, what did they do? I mean,
they weren't all healthy at the same time.
For some time they were. And what happened when they were?
Were they all healthy at one time?
I guarantee they played some games together.
I'm sure they did, but it's just like Rubio has been banged up. Oubre's banged up now. Eaton was out. Like it's tough, man. And you were right because they weren't playing as good as they were supposed to, but now they are, and I think that's got to be taken into consideration.
I'm fine with him at A tier, but I do think we're gonna have a lot of A tier players. That's all I'm going to say. But we'll just keep moving.
I don't think we're gonna have. I don't think we are.
All right, so where do you got this next guy? I'm gonna let you lead the way because
Aldridge.
I don't know where to put this guy. I mean, I think I want to put him in A tier.
Aldridge is an easy A.
But his game is weird. He's not the traditional center. I will say that.
Bro, I'm just saying, like we always talking about the Spurs and how no one watches them, and it's not like because they're bad or anything. It's just no one wants to watch the Spurs.
They're just boring
because of the style of basketball they play.
As bad as being a Timberwolves fan is, I would rather be a Timberwolves fan than a Spurs fan right now. I mean, the Spurs are just boring to watch.
I think most people would just. I don't know though. Because, you still have Pop as your coach, so you're never going to be probably awful, but it's just, Aldridge is still a solid defender. Like, he's still, a solid defender. He always has been. Mm-hmm. And he's just, I don't know, man. He's tough to have as one of your leading guys. I mean, it's gonna if you have Aldridge on your team, it's going to be tough to make a deep run in the playoffs, especially with how late he is in his career because of the type of player he is.
PJ Tucker.
But he's still A.
I mean, I'm fine with him at A. PJ Tucker, I have no doubt in my mind where to put him. None. I mean, actually, I do have a little bit of doubt. I have him at D right now.
No, I think he's C. And the reason I think he's C is because of his ability to shoot at a fairly good clip. Granted, he's taking the same shot every time a corner three.
What's he shooting?
He's gonna make free throws.
What's he shooting?
He shoots 36% from three. And for what he gives the Rockets, I mean, he's just like the type of leadership he provides on the court is something that you got to take into account as well. I don't think he's D for sure. Listen, look at the guys at D.
I mean, I'm just saying, are the Rockets better with PJ? They probably are because the way they play. It's just, it's tough when you're comparing, Thomas Bryant to PJ Tucker because they're just completely different players, tough, man.
And obviously, when you look at the effective field goal percentage and the per 36 of these other guys are going to be higher, but it's so tough because when you have a traditional center like a Boban statistically per 36 is the best player in NBA history, but we know that's not the case.
Look, he went off the other night. Okay, that's besides the point. Yeah, PJ Tucker in C is fine. He needs to knock down those shots consistently because
he has been this season.
I know, but I saw one game on the bubble. I don't remember what it was. I think he went 3 for 12, but it felt like 1 of 95. Like they were just. But
that's how it is. Every once in a while, Covington's going to be the same way. He's not going to.
Covington has bricked plenty of times.
So it's just.
Marc Gasol, this dude plays
20
minutes a game, bro. He just does. I don't know where to put this dude.
Marc Gasol's minutes are kind of all over the place too, because him and Ibaka are kind of splitting that center role now.
Should we put him at C? I mean, I don't know.
Look, yeah, it's hard because
I don't know. I don't
I
know
feel
where
like
Marcus
I feel like no, I feel like he's for sure C. I think you're right.
I mean,
I don't think it's hard at all.
But then the next guy, I don't know where. Actually, I do know where I'm going with him. He's good. I like Brook Lopez a lot. You know what? I love Brook Lopez.
Brook Lopez is really, really good.
He's a B tier player in my opinion.
But he is having a down. No, he's not.
Brook Lopez is good. He's an
He's
all
good,
defensive
but
caliber.
he's having a
He's
having a down year though, and that's got to be taken into account.
He's an all
like
defensive
there's a reason,
level player, Nate.
But there's a reason. There's a reason that the Milwaukee takes him off the court a lot. Like, I mean, he's only playing 27 minutes a game. He's shooting a career low from three from when he started shooting
from three though.
31.5%.
That's poor. That's
like
bad.
He's not a good rebounder. He's a good defender. He's a good interior.
Man.
He's one of the best interior defenders in the NBA. He can still post up.
I don't know.
And he's only giving you 11 a night, so it's just like.
You're right. You know what?
I think he's C.
You're right.
I think he's C right now, but I think he's playing like a D tier player.
He's not playing well. You're right.
But he's a good interior defender, and I think his shooting should start to even out. Hopefully, he shoots better in the playoffs. Because we know Brook Lopez can shoot, so it's just like, yeah, it's just tough.
I'm fine with C. Next player, JaVale McGee. This guy's terrible.
No, he's not, bro. You just want to like say outlandish stuff for no reason.
What is JaVale?
JaVale McGee is playing the best basketball of his career this season.
Okay, is he better than Thomas Bryant? No, he's not.
He might be.
No, he's not.
For what he gives the Lakers, he might be, bro.
He's not better than Thomas Bryant. Stop it.
Explain how.
What does he do on the basketball court, Nate?
He's a better print protector. He's a better rim roller.
I mean, anybody can do those things. Get somebody from the 1960s.
You can, but there's levels to it. And McGee is doing it. He's fit in that Lakers system perfectly. Granted, he's not playing very much, but it's just like he's still he's not C. Like, I'm not saying he's C. He's still D, but I'm saying he's not as bad as you think.
I think he's closer to F than closer to C. I will be the first to say that.
Like, he's not bad.
JaVale McGee is not good at all. Like, at all. He's playing 15 minutes a game. Like,
he is now, but it's tough because of floor spacing purposes and stuff.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And they have Dwight Howard. So it's just, and Howard and McGee are both good, so trying to split the minutes between them while still trying to run LLAD at center it's just hard. And Howard's playing really, really good, so McGee's not bad, you know?
Look, I don't know.
Taj, I love Taj, but he's F,
He is F. He need, look, Taj, you did your thing, man, but I think it might be time.
He can still provide a little depth off the bench, I think, but
I think it's time.
It's hard with Taj because he's not quite good enough of a 3-point shooter to be respected. Mm-hmm. And with his skill set, he's obviously still a good defender, but offensively he just kills you.
Next guy, Derek Favors. I think he's the definition of a C tier player. I mean, I
bro, but here's the problem I have with Favors, and I have this problem with Favors, is it's just. One of the reasons the Pelicans are bad is because of Derek Favors. Because if they had a guy like McGee, I feel like a guy to actually protect the paint, their defense would be a little bit better at the very least. Because it's so bad. Because Favors is not that good of a defender, and it's a big part of why the Pelicans give up so many points. But like Favors does not fit him at all. And all he does is he rebounds. He can't shoot. Like bro, like are we sure that Favors is actually C tier? Because I lean to him being D tier personally.
I'm fine with D tier, but Derek Favors be putting up some pretty solid stat lines. I mean, he just does.
Okay, but some days he plays like 14 minutes, and there's a reason for it. They were trying to keep Favors off the floor.
I mean, okay, we'll keep him at D tier. That's fine, but I
don't mind. Like they want to run Zion at center, and there's like a reason they just don't want to play Derek Favors sometimes. It's just I get it, like
floor spacing. That's why. I mean,
yeah, and he's like a good post up player, but he's never gonna get to prove it. Like, and it's tough because of it.
Can we please? Do we gotta rank this dude, or can we rank the other guy? Like, can we rank Nurkic?
We should rank Whiteside because Whiteside's been playing or started. Obviously, he's not starting now, but he's on the list. Started most of the season. Bro, there's dudes that swear this guy is terrible, and like it's just he's such a tough guy to rank because people like Blazers fans will tell you that Hassan Whiteside is just awful.
Even Heat fans. I mean, nobody likes this guy.
But it's just like he's productive.
He
so is he
is,
really
I mean,
that bad? Like
I don't know.
And so I think because of that, because of the type of player he is, and it's so hard. I think you got to throw him in C tier.
That's where I was leaning, but it's like I don't know. A lot of people hate him, man, and I guess I haven't watched enough of him.
He's
play,
like if you look statistically, he's the most productive player at C.
He is
statistically.
He is.
But it's just like I think there's a reason people that whoever have him on the team they don't like him, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's a reason for it.
This next guy is interesting to me.
He's very interesting to me because he's having a good year.
He's good.
He is good,
man. He's good.
He's one of the more underappreciated guys in the league.
He's good.
I think. I mean, he can shoot. He can shoot it. He can protect the rim.
What was his
he's tough.
What were his numbers?
He's average. I think he's averaging 14 and 11. I think on 26 minutes a game.
I mean, 26.
Wait, or 15 and 11.
But
the reason he's average, I mean, you got to think he's got to split minutes with Jerry, and he's got Clark in there. He's got both those guys, and you know, both those guys are uber productive young guys.
Yep.
But there's a reason they're still playing him that much, and I think he's that second B tier player because I think he's a step above these guys in C right now.
I honestly think from watching the Grizzlies, he's closer to A than C. That's biased maybe, but he's good.
He's good. He's really good.
He's good.
But it's tough because the Grizzlies have all of those really good guys. They don't have. So they got to divvy up the minutes, and even they're giving Gorgie some too. I mean, now that Jackson's in, especially they're giving Gorgie more, and Anthony Tolliver now. Oh, don't get me started on him. And then I think this next guy's pretty clear cut.
A.
I think you would agree.
You got him in A.
Yep, Vucevic is A.
He's. Yeah,
another guy, I think if he's on your team, you kind of got to run the offense through him. But if he's on your team, I don't think you're gonna. If you go to the playoffs, you're probably a first round bounce if you have Vucevic because.
Yeah, I mean
he's not a good defender, and offensively he needs the ball in his hands. He's a good rebounder. He's a good passer, but it's just like it's hard unless you have an elite center. It's tough.
What are you doing with this next guy? I mean, truly, what do you do with Andre Drummond?
He is.
Man? I mean,
bro, there's dudes that swear he is trash, and I was a really big fan of Andre Drummond. But the more I watch him, the more I realize that, bro, this guy throws the ball at the basket like 5 times in a row and grabs his own rebound. Like,
yeah,
it's bad. Like,
he's
I
a
think
good
he's.
rebounder,
I think,
though.
bro, the Pistons literally couldn't trade him for chips and dip. They literally couldn't even trade him for chips and dip. They got chips without the dip for him. Like it's bad, but it's like I don't know what to do with him because of it.
Where do you have
because
him
at the end of the day, listen. At the end of the day, if you ask Toronto or Milwaukee who they'd rather have between Drummond or their center, whether it's Brook Lopez or Marc Gasol or even Serge Ibaka for Toronto, they're taking their guy. I guarantee it. I guarantee they're taking their guy.
Now ask Cleveland who they want.
I don't know who Cleveland wants.
I guarantee they take Drummond.
I don't know. I don't know why. They didn't have to give anything up for him, so I just think they just took a flyer on the guy.
I mean,
I don't know how much they actually wanted Andre Drummond because it didn't make sense for them to trade for him.
Are you not going to put him in C then?
Is he? I think he is, bro. But I feel like it's disrespectful if we put him at C.
Drummond, he puts up like 30 and 25.
Hear me out, right? He does not put up 30 and 25. He'll give you. He's putting up. Listen, Ty. He's putting up 17.7, 15.2. His effective field goal percentage is not good.
It's because he just chucks it up there.
And he's not a good free throw shooter. But here's the thing: you say, oh, he's better than that. He's similar to Whiteside, except Whiteside's a better defender and Drummond's a better rebounder.
I'm fine with
That's
C.
the only difference between the two.
I'm fine with C because I don't think he's Joe Bow's level. But
it's tough because if you would have asked me before the season, I would have said Drummond's A. But it's just like I think we've seen why Andre Drummond is the player he is, and I think he's still at the higher tier of C. But it's just hard.
It's so tough. He's a tough player to rank. He really is. Cody Zeller, I don't mind the guy. I think he's a good D tier player. I mean,
I mean, I don't know, man. Is he D tier? Are we sure that Cody Zeller's D tier?
I think he's better than Marquise Chris.
See, and I just don't think he is. But it's just like, here's the thing, bro. With Cody Zeller, he's going to be able to. I don't know, man. I think he's F. He's giving you 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4.3% from the. Effectively, he can't shoot. I mean, he tries to shoot, but he's not a great shooter. He's not a great free throw shooter.
Hey, Cody, I like you.
He can't defend.
Hey, I like you.
What is he giving you?
I don't know. I like Cody Zeller. I feel like he's just a serviceable center, but
I mean, he is. But so is Taj Gibson and Marquise Chris. They're both serviceable.
Cody Zeller's at the
Look
top
at the guys
of my
in
F
D.
tier.
Cody Zeller's not as good as any of those guys.
Yeah, I see JaVale McGee. Good lord.
Because I think Chris gives you more defensively, especially I just obviously Zeller's a little bit better offensively, but it's just I'd pick Marquise Chris on my team.
But I'm saying Cody. Well, that's a conversation for another day. Rudy Gobert. You have him in A. I mean,
I think you still have to put him in A, and it's so hard because there's games where he can't stay on the floor because he's a liability. He's a liability defensively.
I mean,
at times
he really can.
Depending on his matchup, he can be like the biggest liability on your team because you can't even keep him on the court.
It's tough. I think
he's such a weird guy because he can also be the most dominating player on the court and he can be the best. It just depends on the matchup.
He's so
because if he's going up against another defensive center or another rim running center, it's lights out for the opponent. But you see him play against the Rockets, and sometimes he has a team with a stretch five like Cat. He has trouble staying on the court.
Mm-hmm. Definitely can. And like even a Steven Adams, I mean, the next guy
Adams is tough because everyone will get mad at you if you don't put him in A. Just like I don't think he is.
He's not A.
I don't think he's A.
A step below. The thing is, Steven Adams, like he's been playing hurt though. I do want to say that he has been playing hurt. Or he got hurt again in one of the earlier bubble games, but I don't think he's A level. I truly don't.
I think he's B. And look at the guys we have in B. We have Christian Wood and Valanciunas. They're like,
I'll take
both
those guys.
No bad. Look, we have Drummond below him. We have Whiteside below him. So it's just like
it's tough. Steven Adams has earned his respect though, definitely.
Right.
Now
he's a wall on the inside.
Embiid obviously an S tier, but
S tier.
Embiid is one of the most, if not the most effective post-up player in the league. I mean, he is so effective in post-up positions.
Him and Cat are both comparable in the post. But see, that's the thing is if you ask the average NBA fan who's better in the post, they'll say Embiid. I think Cat's got a little bit better post-up efficiency than Embiid.
I think I checked the other day, and Embiid's is a little bit higher.
Where's Jokic? Is Jokic up there?
Jokic.
Them two or not?
But I will say this: Anthony Davis was below Cat and Embiid both, and way
worse. That doesn't surprise me.
I'm just saying that majority of AD's touches, this year.
Well, AD's not as good as an offensive player as Cat or Embiid. He might be better than Embiid.
I'm just saying the majority of outsiders think AD is so versatile on the offensive end. But
he is versatile, but he's versatile in a different way.
But is he versatile when he shoots not good from three? He's not a good post-up player. I mean, look.
But his ability to play make is just his ability to handle the ball. I think that's what they mean by versatility.
I mean, I guess. Why is Clint
Capella
on this list?
he can shoot the three at times. So
yeah, I guess. Clint Capella. I mean.
Yeah, I don't know why he's on this list. I guess
Hawks.
I mean, he's
the Hawks
tough
center?
to rank.
I don't.
We haven't seen him play for Atlanta, so it's just.
See, I don't know where to put him.
Oh,
we have a lot of C-tier
I don't know where to put him either because center's so tough. Because if we're it is tough.
I have no.
He's
idea.
either B or C. That's the thing. He's either B or C.
I'm gonna keep him at C just because the sole fact that Houston wanted nothing to do with him. I get it's all their play styles, whatever, but is Clint Capella really You can
He
put him
was
in B
good
though.
for him though,
You
but
know
it's
what?
just
Is Steven Adams that much better than Clint Capella?
I don't think so.
Like I'm gonna put him in B, and just because I think he's pretty. They're different, but I think he's skill wise comparable to Steven Adams.
But it's just tough with him with Drummond down in C. But it's I guess in the grand scheme of things, Atlanta did give up more than Detroit gave up for Andre Drummond.
They did.
Or Atlanta gave up a lot to get Capella. So
They
I
did.
mean, I think he's got more respect in the NBA, and because of that, I think we got to put him in B. I think he's a better player,
Last
especially
guy.
defensively. Defensively, especially, you got to look.
Yeah,
That's where
he's way
Capella's going to
better
excel over
defensively.
Drummond.
Last guy.
Well, Jokic is an obvious
Jokic,
S.
obvious S. We got the 3 top dogs, and then you can do whatever. I think
Yeah.
our A tier is pretty clear. You know, B and C is where it gets a little dicey, I think. But that just comes with the position. You know, Jarrett Allen, Miles Turner, I don't know.
I think with the S's in the center list more than any other list, it's the most clear cut when you look at the S and then you go to A.
I agree.
Because I mean, you have those obvious 3 clear cut dogs,
Definitely
and you have
agree with
and
that.
they're all on a similar level because
They are.
you can make a case that all these guys are the best center in the NBA. Cat's the best offensively from a shooting
Yeah,
perspective and offense. I mean, you can make a case Jokic is better
yeah.
offensively from just like because he can create, and then Embiid's obviously the best defender out of them all. Still good offensive game. But yeah, I mean, it's
Look, all I'm going to say is this. The center position is tough. You guys are going to have your own opinions. Leave them in a comment down below. I know Nate and I both want to hear what your guys' opinions on these are. Who's the C tier player that we missed out on the most? Is it Drummond? You know, is it a guy like Jarrett Allen? I don't know. I don't know who it is. But just leave that comment below. Nate, you have anything to add?
No, just tell us who you think is the most underrated player that we underrated.
But yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy these IRL tier lists. This might be the last one. We might come up with something more creative. But the last one for the positions, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, guys. As always, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. I love y'all, and have a blessed day.